Everybody, good evening, everybody.
Yo, yo.
Welcome to Porter's Point presents FYTB. That is fuck you talking about podcast, and we are here a second week. We are here a second week. This time we have it's just Jules and I. My
Yeah.
BFF for like what 40 plus years. I
I
mean,
ain't that old, babe.
uh,
Stop it. Stop it.
it's my
We ain't there
BFF.
yet. Cut that in half. That's us,
Yeah, yeah.
20
So yeah,
years strong.
20 years strong, 20 years strong for sure. Yeah, definitely is 20 years strong. Before we continue on what we're going to be talking about today, I want to make just a statement about FYTB and what I decided to talk about last week about the whole friendship thing. For some people who thought that felt like I dogged Derek, I want people to understand like it wasn't just about dogging him. It was the simple fact that Derek just never presented himself as a friend and always perpetrated as a friend. So
Mm.
I just wasn't dogging him to dog him. He perpetrated as being somebody that was going to be there for you. Just all the things that kind of friends present themselves to be. And he did the opposite, and he lied and he lied and he lied and he fooled us, and he fooled me for sure. And that's
Mhm.
where that came off. And the second thing I wanted to mention is I want people to understand that if you read in the podcast, we said this thing is going to be something that was unapologetic. We're going to state our feelings, how we felt, how the situation was viewed from our end, and how we view the people that we talk about. If you cannot understand that, then I suggest that you do not watch. But
Mm.
this is not about you. This is not about any of you guys.
Mhm.
It's about us and getting these things off of our chest that we felt like we wanted to get off of our chest. So this is, like I said, this is us being unapologetic, and we are
Yeah.
not here to embarrass anybody. We are not here to, what's the word I'm looking for, to put anybody down.
To crush anyone, it's really just to state the truth and the facts. None of this is made up. It's really the truth. So
Yes, absolutely, yes. So none of these things are lies, and this is just how shit was viewed on our end. So I wanted to just put that out there. Now that that's over with,
yes.
the topic we decided to talk about is, well, it's hard to even name the topic, but I'm not sure if anybody saw Gerard's Carmichael's his last stand up on HBO Max called Rothaniel, and you have not.
I have
And
not yet, but I've heard
yeah,
some
and
things.
apparently well he had came out the closet on that stand up, and he talks about how some of his friends supported, some of his family supported, and what stuck out to me was how his mother didn't support him, and how she was or is basically so cold to him. And he just wished that he had some kind of emotion from her, some kind of something.
Support.
Yes, and
Hmm.
he just doesn't have it. And so I wanted to just talk about, because I know Julian's mom and I know my mom, and we had like some of the most supportive moms,
Hmm.
ever. And it was still so supportive to one day I remember asking her one day, I was like, Mom, how would you never ask me about me being gay or whatever? And her response to me was, does it change the fact that you're my son? And I said, okay. And she was like, well, there goes your answer. But it's so weird because everybody doesn't have those. They don't get those responses like that from their mother. And my mother's, she, especially at the time, she was she still is a God-fearing, church woman, but I'm still her son, as she said. And it's so
Yeah.
weird when you find people who don't, who parents don't still look at them the same. But it's like they don't become like, it's like they no longer their child just because of their sexuality and their sexual orientation.
Hmm.
Did you ever have that conversation with your mom, Jules?
You know what? The crazy part is my mom was so supportive to the point where she started to party with me. Homegirl came with me to the club, so from that point, it was an easy transition to the whole lifestyle. It made it easier for me, and it made it easier for her. She had an understanding of like where I was at, where she was quick with it. There was no difficulties in the transition I mean, not. Let me say that. Let me not say that. In the beginning, in the very beginning, when she found out, there was some confusion as to like, what are you doing? She found out. She found a tape in my DVD player. So
I did not know
you
that
know
story. I
that
did
answered a
not
lot
know
of
that
questions
story.
right there. It was just like, why that was the conflict. Why are you going through my shit? And then she, and it was just more so like she was coming from a helping side. She wasn't being nosy or defiant to the whole situation. It was shortly after that she gained an understanding of like this is how I'm gonna be, and the same as your mother, Porter. She said that you're my son. I have no choice but to love you and support your system, your situation. So from there, it was easy. It was it was easy from that. Yeah, but the club experience just made things so much easier. Like it
Well,
was weird,
I
but
do
it was okay.
remember. Wait, I'm saying, did I ever go out with you guys at the time that you was? I don't think I did.
I
I don't
don't.
think
I think you missed that. I
I
think
believe I
I know
did.
Shalimar. He was there and Nokia was there. Like they all saw that at that.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you came out that night.
No, I probably didn't. I was probably on punishment. I don't know. You just never know.
Probably because we were some badass niggas back in the day.
I know, and then and our moms still just held it down for us at all
Hmm.
times. We kind of gave our mothers like
We were
hell.
rebellious kids,
We
but
were.
we didn't do like anything like too crazy, nothing out of
Mhm.
the norm. Like these young kids today,
Yeah, yeah, they're different,
it's
and
like
yeah,
it's a whole different ball game with them.
so like that's good. Do you let's see, I'm gonna see. I was talking to Chantel earlier, and she was making a statement how in school she was I think her sociology professor was saying how sexuality is fluid, and at least one person, not a person, I just say at least they say everybody has had thoughts of sleeping with the same sex at least one
Hmm.
time in their life.
Right.
And so for us to judge, for other people to judge other people on their sexuality, and then knowing that, like, as human beings, we're sexual beings.
Hmm.
We are sexual beings, and it's like and it's just as it came along, like as time went along, how we put these labels on, having sex with men or having sex with women, makes you gay, makes you straight, lesbian, bi, or fags, or whatever whatever word that they want to use to kind of like label the situation, but it was just but as I was saying about Gerard Carmichael, his parent, just made him seem so cold, and it's just so sad, because that's still, it's still your child. And
Hmm.
I'm so blessed. I know we're so blessed to sit there and have parents who never like kicked us out or made us live on the street, because I've ran into those people where
Hmm.
they had to be live on the street, or they had to look to being in the house, for all you guys who don't know what a house is, it's like they have a Vogan house, they have like House of Ebony, House of Mizrahi, House of Lanvan, you know and they
Hmm.
kind of take people in, who's off the street, and they kind of provide a family for them. They have mothers, they have fathers, and they become the other people become like your sisters and your brothers. And those are for, a lot of times for kids or people who get kicked out and shunned from their family because of who they are.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's so, but I've ran into so many people who actually had that happen, and they're just afraid, and that also goes into my other topic of, that we're going to discuss later on, which are DL people
Hmm.
and messy situations.
Hmm.
But unfortunately for today, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I am going to go grab me some tea in a hot moment. And Julian, you are going to talk to the people while I
Okay.
do that. Okay, so
To the
it's
people.
yes, talk to the people, talk to the people. Yes, yes, yeah, talk to the people. So
Do we
just
have any viewers?
yes, we do. We have one. I think we have also have somebody. Let me see if we have anybody in the chat. Oh,
Oh no, I can't see none.
oh. That's Mr. KWA Don Tizzle. That is to my Don Tizzle family. I mean, sorry, my MK family, in the KWA. Don Tizzle, what's going on, buddy? I'm not sure if you heard the topic today. We're just talking about about people who are shunned, by their, let's say, by their parents. Let's not say, but just by their mothers. People who are shunned by their parents, once they come out the closet. And where my best friend and I are just talking, going how we just had the support, and we all, all we did was have, the support that we had, and we never got a chance to experience that. And I'm so glad, and I'm so blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any? I'm not sure if you can still hear me, but did you have that same experience, or did you have a safe experience? Um, Don, if you can, you can respond back to me either in the chat. Yeah, definitely in the chat. But I'm gonna let you gonna go get me some tea because I am burning up over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jules, I'm gonna let you take over for a hot second.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, for the one viewer that is present, uh, well, there seems to be no response. So I feel like I'm just talking to myself right now. Hi, people. How are you? How's everything? How's life? Black Lives Matter. Hmm. Can I get a hey, hey ho, something? Guess not. All right, people. Well, Mr. Porter will be back shortly, and we will continue this conversation. Until then, this is like a brief intermission. Look, the people. He has returned with. Did you get your tea? Where
There
your
it
tea?
goes. Yeah, yes, I got my tea. Oh,
Oh,
yes,
you
I
got
got
your
my
tea.
tea.
Oh, okay, because it looked like you
Yes.
came back with nothing. I
No, no,
was.
I got my tea. I'm using I'm getting, and I'm drinking the mango ginger tea, the one that
Mango
you.
ginger tea. Hey,
Yes,
shout out to
when I
Yogi,
tell you,
man. Shout out to Yogi.
yes, yes, it's everything. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So um, I was gonna say, well, since I'm feeling under the weather, I guess we're gonna just keep this one. Do you want to keep this one short, Jules?
If people start pouring in, I mean, can we see everyone that
Yeah, I
is?
can. I can see you. At the time, it's only one viewer.
It's only one person. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's on.
that grows, and
Hmm.
then
Because
then
I
we'll
am, my
continue.
mind is not even, because I'm not feeling well. Like I can barely even, like.
You know what? If we cut it short today, maybe there's a possibility we might do a little something, later on in the week.
Oh, we
Possibly.
can definitely do that. We can definitely do
Hmm.
that. Especially since we started. Well, we were late this
We
week. We're
did.
supposed to
We
do it
were
on.
late today.
Yeah, we were late today. We're supposed to do it yesterday. I know, very unprofessional. Don't get on us. We're getting better at this. We
We
had
are
some
getting
technical.
ready.
Yes, we
Second
had some.
show, folks. Second show,
Yeah,
and
second show, and we are going to. As a matter of fact, we can definitely do that once we get some other. Let's say, once we just get some things right, like throughout the next couple of days, we can actually do it. We'll
yeah,
have.
I think that
Yeah,
would be cool.
yeah, we get our topic, we get our promotion, give our promoting out properly, and get our
Hmm.
topics on, because we had topics, and then today is just like I said, my mind is just everywhere because I'm a little under the weather. I woke up, I went to bed feeling okay, and then I woke up and then my body is hot, my nose is running, eyes watering. Lord have mercy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I'm like, my mind is not really there, so it's so focused on me just not feeling that well,
Mm-hmm.
and so, and I do want to pick up this topic, and I do want to be able to talk about it with other people. Especially because I know Chanel has a great story about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a story that you won't believe.
Oh wow.
And yes, and I know, she Intelligence has her input on it. I'm not, I know my cousin had a great story, but because his is easy, you know, before his is easy. My family was so supportive on the topic. They were extremely supportive on both sides, on my
That's
mother's
what's
side
up.
and my father's side. So I didn't really have any issues. And plus, the way my mother raised me was to sit there and stay strong, and what you believe in is what you believe in, and who you are is who you are, and don't let anybody ever tear you apart, no matter
Right.
who they are. You stand up for for who you are. So I didn't really have a problem, and if anybody would have given me a problem, they would have had a problem. Me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I definitely would like to continue this topic. I think that we just wanted to make sure that we reach out to the people today and to let them know that we are still here. This is not a fluke, and that we're going to be here, going to continue to be here, whether we have
Absolutely.
1,000 viewers or whether we have one viewer.
Well,
You are going to see us for
mhm.
sure. Yeah. So,
Yes.
Jules, is there anything that you would like to talk about today?
Um,
And it's okay if you didn't, if you don't,
I didn't really.
we
No,
didn't
not
really,
really.
yeah,
Not
kind of thinking through us
not
off
something that I would like more of a presence to kind of like
to kind of present that, right?
to present
Yes.
it. So I do have a lot of things to say, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it
So
can it can wait.
it can wait because the
It
things
could
I wanted to talk
definitely wait.
about, it can definitely wait as well
But for those
because
that's actually watching, please,
yes,
come through next time. Definitely we'll see. Pay attention to your social media or
yes,
medias,
hmm,
and
and we
and
will, and make sure, and make sure that you guys always have a great show.
absolutely.
I'm just praying that the next time that I get on, that I'm feeling better than what I am feeling now,
Hmm.
um, and we'll be just as entertaining and have something for you guys to listen to, because
Hmm.
the topic that we were going to, like I said, besides this topic, we're going to like I said, we're going to talk about the DL situations, and we're going to talk about people that are in just
Messy
message
situations.
situations. We were going to
Messy.
yes, we were going to express ours, and mine included being in. Let me just give you a little hint of what it was going to be like. Mine
Yes, it's
includes,
a lot of you messy motherfuckers out
okay,
there.
mine
A lot.
included be messing around with a straight guy who had a girlfriend who got her pregnant, who was supposed to be who wanted to date me, but a lot of that goes on that line
Mm,
into the
hmm.
baby not being his,
Mm.
and he doesn't know. And
Some Tyler Perry shit.
yeah, some Tyler Perry shit.
Yeah.
That was going to be our one of the topics and one of the things that we had to discuss today.
At that
So
point, Black lives don't matter.
I cannot,
Okay.
Jules. I cannot. I cannot. So we are going to so yeah, so we're going to continue this but most likely later in the week, and I'm hoping to be feeling better. And
Yes, it's God willing. Yep.
yes, and I'm going to cut this a little short today, and I'm going to rest up.
Yep.
And
Regroup. Bring
that's
it
right.
back. Come back with the energy.
Yes, we're
Um,
different with different energy, and then we'll have something settled in, and we're gonna do that. So, anything else you want to say to the people before we get off, Jules?
we hope to see more of you guys, and please come back. Please come back, because that's
Yes,
gonna drive the whole situation. We just driving the boat, but
yes,
whole situation gonna be
okay,
driven by if we have an audience to give it to.
yes,
But yeah, until then, peace out. Have a blessed evening, blessed couple of days, and we will see you soon.
yes. We will definitely see you soon, guys. Love you guys, and thank you for tuning in.